Hello everyone, how you guys doing? It's Coach Cookie, your life and relationship coach. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Rising Higher. Here we just chit chat about life, relationships, and I will give you a few snippets for success to not only help you to survive but to thrive. Today I'm going to be giving some tips to think about prior to leaving a toxic relationship. In Cookie's commentary today, we're going to take a life audit to make sure 2021 is a great year. Let's look back at everything that you've done this past year and what you have accomplished and what you're proud of. Now think about it. Did you give yourself credit for what you accomplished, or did you just doubt yourself over and over again? Reflect on how you treated yourself this past year and strive to be kinder to yourself in 2021. Treat yourself just as you would your friends or your family. Eliminate unnecessary baggage, let go of anyone and anything that is hindering you from moving forward and living your best life. Another thing is to look at is declutter your space. Get rid of old clothes or things that you don't use any longer. Think of a way to give your living space a new feel. Maybe paint a room or get a new picture. A new feel in your space will motivate you to have a different outlook on your life. Think about some of the challenges that you faced that left you feeling stuck and hopeless. What are some things that you may need to make to improve your life so you won't feel stuck and hopeless? Basically, when you answer this question, more than likely, those are going to be your new goals for yourself. Make sure your new goals challenge you and bring the best out of you. It's also important to make sure those goals fit your current needs so you won't be tempted to procrastinate. If this is something that you need help with, changing your mental mindset, moving so you can shift your behaviors, let's talk about it. You can contact me at heycoachcookie@gmail.com. I would also love to hear from everyone and share your ideals pertaining to how we can have a great productive 2021. So today on Keeping It Real, I have a question from Mr. Anonymous. He says, "Hey Coach Cookie, I was just discarded from my girlfriend who is a narcissist. I know the guy that is her new supply and he is a really good friend of mine. Should I warn him who the narcissist really is?" Okay, I want you to step back and think for a minute. The narcissist has probably already smeared your name and made it look like you were the abuser, and the new supply is more than likely still in the love bombing stage. So I want you to think about it like this. Back when you were the new supply and you were in the love bombing stage, do you really think that you would have believed anything that the old supply would have told you? More than likely, no. So I don't think it's a good idea to tell the new supply, because they will look at you like you're a crazy, jealous maniac and they won't believe you. Remember, it's best to go no contact when dealing with a narcissist, and that even means trying to convince the new supply. The more you get involved with the narcissist is doing, it's going to delay your healing. The best thing for you to do is to move on with your personal healing journey and let the new supply learn for themselves who the narcissist really is. I hope that answered your question. Anybody that can help out Mr. Anonymous and give any advice on that as well that has had that experience, we would really appreciate it. And I'm sure Mr. Anonymous would really appreciate it also as well. Okay, so let's get into the topic for today. Tips before leaving a toxic relationship. Before we get into the actual exit plan strategies, I want to remind you how serious and dangerous this person could possibly be. So be careful with your actions and what you say and what you do. It's important that your thoughts and your actions are rational. If you're stuck in your emotions right now, you might not be ready to think about setting up an exit plan. Okay, so now that I've gone through and the precautions and being careful, let's get right into the topic. Okay, so let's think of it like this. For the past 3 months, you've read every book in the library and watched every YouTube video on psychopaths, sociopaths, narcissists, toxic relationships. You have done so much research that you basically have the material memorized. You start walking around thinking that, oh my God, this can't be true. Then one day you have your oh my God moment and realize that your partner is a narcissist, or he has some type of, or he or she has some type of personality disorder. You walk around, you're in total shock, and for about a week or two you have some come to some conclusion that this relationship is a lie and that this person that I love doesn't feel the same way about me that I feel about them. As the days go by, you get numb and you're just going through the motions and thinking to yourself, oh my God, what in the hell have I gotten myself into? During this time, you may shed a few tears and mourn. You get your aha moment and you realize that it's no longer in your best interest to stay with this person. And you need to start thinking about an exit plan. If this sounds like you, let's get ready to think about an exit plan. So the first thing I want you to think about is acceptance. Think about why you are in this relationship and why you have stayed for so long. Was it the money? Was it the kids? You didn't want to be alone? Truth be told, you were the only one trying to make the relationship work. And you notice that your partner does not want to change. No matter what you try to do, he's not going to change. He's going to stay the same. Whatever it was that you went through, you no longer want to be treated that way. And you have been treated that way for so long. And basically, you have come to terms that you deserve better and it's time to go. That's step number one. You have accepted that it is time for you to go. You've reevaluated this thing and you've basically come to the reality that for my sanity and for my well-being, it's best for me to go. Number two, don't get emotional. In other words, this is not the time to start to save your partner. Don't talk down to him or her and tell them what they've done to you to hurt you. Stay calm. Keep your feelings and your anger in check. This is why I said if you're emotional, you're not ready for this. This is one of those things that are really big. You know, you're going to have to show off your acting skills. This is when your acting skills come into play. You have to keep your daily routine going in full force like there's nothing going on. Number three, keep your thoughts to yourself. Don't tell him or her that you know who they are, that they're a psychopath, and don't tell them about your plans to leave. Think of it like this. If you were in prison and you told the prison guard that you were planning to leave, that prison guard is going to punish you worse than he did before, and then he's going to do everything that they can to keep you from leaving. Okay, so that's the same thing that's going to happen with the individual with the personality disorder. Okay, don't talk and tell them your plans and who they are. Number four, trust no one. Okay, so you and your partner have this same circle of friends. In that circle, don't tell anyone in this circle about how you're feeling about your partner and your plans to leave. You may feel that one or two people in this circle that you can trust, that are really truly your friends, but by some strange reason, something will accidentally get out. They'll tell their husband, they'll tell their wives, and then they'll go back and they'll tell your significant other or your partner, and there you go. All your hard work and your planning goes downhill. Right now, the only person you can really trust is the man in the mirror, you. Number five, create a reality plan. Where will you go? Will you have to move in with a family or friends? Will you stay in the same city or move to a different state? Do you need to purchase a car? What will it take you to get away? This plan will look different depending on if you have children or if you're living alone. Again, if you contact family or friends, make sure they are not a part of you and your partner's circle. For example, you got that auntie that lives in Chicago that doesn't really know much about your circle of friends. And for that matter, they really don't even know much about your partner and how to get in contact with them. That's the perfect type of person to contact to get help with this situation. Remember, anything that you write, you put on paper, any of the plans that you write down, they should not be laying around in the house that you are in with that partner. You don't want them to see that. Number six, start saving your money. If you don't have a job, get one. You need more money, get a side hustle. Open up a new account in your name only and start putting extra money in that account. Make sure to open a P.O. box so none of your mail will be sent to your address where you're living at with your significant other. Make a list of what you would need, such as storage space, first month's, last month's rent, plane tickets, a car. From that list, make a determination of approximately how much money you may need for your getaway. Number seven, if you're married, find a lawyer. You need to find a lawyer that specializes in divorces for toxic relationships. Start working with the attorney without your partner even knowing about it. So make sure they don't even know what you're doing. Make sure to copy, scan, take pictures of important documents, start putting them in your safe deposit box. I'm sure that the attorney will be able to assist with what needs to be done with individuals who have children that are in toxic relationships. Remember, this process may take some time depending on your circumstances and your financial situation. So be patient and take your time. If you feel stuck and struggling about what your next step should be, and you need someone to talk to, get in contact with me. Let's talk about it at heycoachcookie@gmail.com. Let's see if you can benefit from coaching. Your first 30 minutes are free. My inbox is always open. Feel free to contact me on Facebook, Instagram at Rising Higher Podcast. To all my listeners, I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic and share your experiences. Remember, it will help other people who may be going through this, and I'm sure they would love to hear from you as well. Also, I want to be able to bring content that meets your needs. So if you have any questions that you would like to share or that you would like for me to answer, if there's a topic that you would like for me to do a video on, please let me know. This is Coach Cookie reminding you to love yourself first as we rise higher together. Talk to you soon.